Why you should not argue with a narcissist. When dealing with people, you will at some point get to a topic that you in some way or form disagree about. It can be a minor point you disagree on, while still agreeing on the larger concept or idea. Or you can disagree entirely on a whole concept or idea. When you disagree with a narcissist, it almost always ends in an argument. That is guaranteed to only end one way, you losing in some way or form. Even if you win the current battle or argument, as a whole, you will lose the war, as a narcissist will make you pay for them losing the argument. But why can you never win an argument with a narcissist? One of the big mistakes people make when they disagree with another person is that they assume that the other person thinks just like them. Thus, they often mistakenly believe that if they can just inform the other person with facts and information they have, the other person will automatically see their viewpoint and agree with them. However, this is not always the case. Two people can look at the same facts and information and come to two entirely different conclusions based on their viewpoint. And both can be valid if you view the facts from each perspective. When normal people that are not caught in emotions disagree, they don't argue, they have a discussion. Each side listens to the other side's arguments and beliefs, as well as evidence if any, and then considers the merits of the other person's arguments. However, to really understand the other person's view, you have to go over to how they see things. Only when you start asking why the other person believes something different than you, while you are looking at the same facts, can you start to get an idea of the angle or viewpoint that the other person is coming from. If both sides are willing to look at the angle the other person is looking at things, then it is possible that an agreement could be reached. It may be that both sides realize that they have not thought of looking at things from another angle, and when they do, they can come to a different opinion. Neither side needs to change their belief. They can agree that coming from the other person's perspective, things can be seen differently, but in their situation it would not work for them. However, both sides can now respect the other person's view even if they do not agree, for they can see how they themselves may have the same viewpoint if they were in the other person's shoes. Or it may happen that one side missed some small detail and that changes everything. Without that small detail, their view could have been entirely correct. If they are willing to listen, they may hear or even by themselves discover the information that causes them to realize they are wrong giving the new information. However, narcissists do not have discussions. They have arguments. They are not in the slightest way interested in what viewpoint or angle you are looking at things. Their ego does not allow them to be wrong. Thus, if you do not agree with them, then either you do not have all the facts or you are an idiot. When you try to bring up your viewpoint, the narcissist will refuse to see it from the place you are coming from. And if you add more information or proof, then the narcissist will totally reject it or twist it so that it supports their narrative. They will use multiple manipulation tactics to try and force you to see their viewpoint. At the best of times, it is thought that about 9 out of 10 arguments end in both sides believing stronger in their view and being less willing to listen to any evidence that does not support their view. And with a narcissist who starts out already being totally unwilling to accept defeat, it is almost 99.99% that you will not succeed in convincing them they are wrong. Even if you exhaust yourself and do prove them wrong, they will secretly or even openly despise you for humiliating them. Often you will be cursed or told you are a know-it-all and that it does not matter that you are right, as the issue is not important to the narcissist. They may even want to lessen their defeat by bringing up all the times you were wrong. You will often encounter manipulation tactics such as gaslighting, invalidation, personal attacks, blame shifting, name calling, and screaming while arguing with a narcissist. This will leave you confused, angry, hurt, or emotionally exhausted. This can affect you for hours or days, or sometimes leave scars that can affect you for years. Then there is also the punishment the narcissist will hand out to you for just calling the ideas or thoughts in question, even if they did end up agreeing with you. Often they will smear your name and destroy your reputation to get revenge. This is why you should never entertain trolls online who are out to just cause drama and are not in the least interested in what you have to say. You will often get badly insulted online, your evidence labeled as false, and told to go and do your own research when you ask for their evidence. That is if they do not give you some half-baked conspiracy theory or just illogical information from unreliable or not factual resources. In the end, Arguing with narcissists and trolls will just cause you to lose valuable time as you try to convince a person who is not in the least interested in what you have to say. It will also raise your stress levels and cause you to lose time as you spend so much energy and thought power afterwards going through the argument in your mind that you will fail to do things that are important in your life. Your name and reputation may also be tarnished, and you may become the target of a vindictive person who has found a new toy whose buttons they can push. Remember that when you disagree, you're in fact disagreeing on someone's viewpoint. For all arguments are disagreements of ideas. It is how you see things based on your knowledge and experience that form your beliefs. Other people may have different ideas on the same information due to different knowledge and experience or personal situations. Your viewpoint may be right in your situation, but wrong in another situation. Always assume the other person has some information you may not have, and start from there. But when you see the discussion has turned into an argument, or the other person skipped the discussion stage altogether by insulting you from the get-go, then let things be. People who immediately attack you personally in some way or start screaming as they become emotional or talk over you, or who cannot summarize your viewpoint back to you when you ask them, are either not willing or able to see your side of a story at that moment. So just save yourself a lot of trouble and let things go. And when you realize you are dealing with a narcissist, just don't bother to have an argument with them. You are just going to lose more than it's worth trying to convince them to change their mind. Thank you for watching. If you found this video helpful, please like and share it. Also subscribe to my channel so you can be notified of new videos as I release them. For more information about the different types of narcissists found, as well as helping you overcome your need for revenge and anger towards the narcissist, follow the links in the description to my books.